Hey YouTubers, I'm going to do a quick video on how to hook up a high-low converter to a 2008 model year Toyota Highlander. I'm sure it's probably the same for the 2008-2013 model years. And I looked everywhere, YouTube, all over images on Google for days to try to find a diagram or a color chart or something for these wire colors to run the high-low. And I didn't just want to cut wires in the back of the radio. So, nevertheless, and obviously remote wire too, but that was a pretty easy one to figure out with a multimeter. So I did tear my car apart, which hopefully I can save you the time of not doing that and the trouble. But I did deduce which are the wires to the speakers, and obviously the remote wire was easy to find. So first, to start with the remote wire. So the remote turn-on wire is going to be your gray. You're looking at the bigger clip here. And you want that gray wire right there. That's your remote wire. So it's basically, if you're looking at the clip like this, it's the top gray right there, right next to that black. The black is the constant on right here, and the gray is the remote turn on. That's a smaller gray one. So look at it from the front. That's the gray, and this is the bigger clip with these inputs on it. So there you go. And what I figured out was that these are the rear speaker wires and these are the front speaker wires. I was thinking maybe that it was these smaller ones because I know a lot of older school radios, you know, my other cars that I've had use smaller wires, and these obviously go to the top of the camera area, the video camera on the top of the deck. So I figured those were not it anyways, but I was thinking these might be it. I wasn't sure, but these are not it. They use the a little bit bigger gauge wire than I'm used to. But these, now how did I figure this out? Well, I actually took the door panel off back here. And as you can see, when you pull this grommet out, you can see them, but it's kind of bad lighting back here. But you can basically see the wires going to this speaker. The speaker's right there on the thing there. The wires going to this speaker are yellow and black. And so I was going to cut right from here, but then I said, you know what? I went to the other side, and I said, well, let me see what colors the other side has. And the other side basically had red and white that yellow and black over there twisted together. So I said, well, if I find something twisted together over here, I'm going to know that those two are the speaker wires. And nevertheless, I did find a red and a white that were twisted together. So I said, well, if I find, because I found the yellow and black on that harness up there. And I said, well, it makes sense that that will be the speaker wires. It's the same exact color, same exact gauge. But then I said, well, if I find that red and white in the same exact clip and they're nowhere else, that's going to definitely be the rear speakers because that will go to the other side. So that's what it is. I'm going to give it a run now, and I'll stop back and let you know how it goes. But nevertheless, these I have figured out are the speakers. So basically, if you look at this clip here, this is your rear, which I'm going to use for the high-low converter. The red and the white, this is your negative. The white is your positive. So looking at it this way. On this clip here, this little smaller clip with the bigger metal ends, the black is your left negative, left rear negative. The yellow is your left rear positive. The white is your right rear positive, and the red is the right rear negative. And I figured out the smaller white one is a small ground because I used that when I was testing my remote turn on, and that definitely gave it a ground because I want to clip my negative probe in there, and I put the positive side of the probe in that gray. That's what gave me my 12-volt reading on both the constant turn on and the remote wire that I used. So anyways, I hope that helps, and that's it. Hope I saved you some trouble and not having to do what I had to do and tear my car apart to figure that out. All right, take care. Bye-bye.